on, guys? Boosted Whips here. I'm gonna be doing the video today of the V4 Accord tail lights. I just want to show you real quick on how everything looks. Comes packaged this way with a protective film. Here are the connections on the back. So these are also plug and play. The big part just goes to that connection, and that small connector gets routed up so that you can connect the second piece. Here's what it looks like on the back. Same thing, goes to the stock connection. This little one goes connected to the little one on the bottom for the bigger piece. I'll just show it to you again. Goes connected to this one here. And in this version, they added an actual connector for the reverse, so you just plug it in here. Very different than all the other ones. The other ones you gotta use the stock connector to make a bridge, but still plug and play. But this one's more direct, so pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. The installation is the same, so I'm just gonna do a hyperlapse of how you remove everything. But basically, you remove the liner, take off all the 10 clips, and then you start doing the unscrewing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of that now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take off the liner. Already took off 3 clips. It's a total of 10, I believe. All you have to do is use a flathead screwdriver and get in. There's a little groove on everything. It just pops off. And that is it. Is gonna go ahead and remove this here. These actually have clips. They eventually come off. And the same way you put it in, you're gonna tuck in, kind of press up, and then go in. So you'll remove that. This is just to prep, so you can have access to start on installing things. The outer side, you're just gonna remove these 2 screws, and that is it. I'll show you the top view on what you need to go ahead and remove for the small one, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and install them and show you how everything lights up on the V4s. The question that I get is, how do you remove this trim here? On the V1, I cover it. I did do one mistake. It was the very first time installing this, and I said you need to use needle nose pliers to push off some pins are from the inside. You don't need to do that. This piece comes off real easily. It's held on by 1 Phillips screw and 4 8mm bolts, which I'll show you right where they are. And then all you have to do is grab a corner and start pushing out all the way until this comes off. There's 2 connections here, one for the camera and I believe one for the sensor, but there's 2 connections you just take off. Follow my V1 video for the rest. And that is basically it. So I'm going to show you where the connection is. Pop the hood. We're going to use this as a guide here. So if you go through here, here's the 1 8mm, and there's another one right behind it. Same thing here, using this as a guidance. Down this way, you have another 8mm here and another 8mm over this cable. Once you remove that and this Phillips screw, which is here, that whole center trim comes off. After that, the small piece light is being held on by 2 8mm, which are these silver ones here, one here, one up here, and then it's being held on by 2 more out here, also 8mm. And that is it. Once you're able to remove the trim and remove the light, you just start replacing everything, putting everything together, matching connections, and that is it. I will cover in the video once I get to the reverse, but like I mentioned, they did their own socket, so all you have to do is connect this into the socket that they did on the V4s, and that is it. You don't have to use your stock connector like on the V1s, the V2s, and the V3s. So I'll show you that, which is the only difference between all of them, and I think I want to go ahead and cover that. But that is it. Once you're done, place everything back together, put the trim back, screw everything down, bolt it down, and secure it, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the installation, show you how everything gets already connected and everything, and then show you how everything lights up. Okay, guys, the connection is really straightforward. So it is a plug and play for the reverse, and also the other plugs, of course. So this one just goes in right here, as you guys already know, and then this one, you're not gonna use the stock socket, which is this one here. This is the stock socket which you normally use on V1, V2, and V3s. This one is a direct. They did a plug specifically for that. So you just take the connection, plug it in. This only goes in one way. That way it guarantees polarity. And that is it. And then I'm gonna show you here down here where this long cable goes, but it goes connected to the larger lamp piece. This one right here just goes connected to the larger lamp piece, which has the same connection, and then you're ready to go. Here's the little small piece. This is the one coming from the larger tail lamp. Once again, you route the cables through the grommet into the here to the liner, and you can easily just go ahead and plug this in. It only goes one way as well, and that is it. You can route these cables. What you can do is tie wrap them after you have put the liner on here neatly, and you know, behind the liner back here, roll all this cable back there and tie wrap it to have a nice clean look. Other than that, that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and finalize the install, and then I'll show you the whole entire lighting. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and power on the tail light so you guys can see the power on animation. Alright, that's it. The flickering that you guys are seeing on that bar right there is just the camera. It's actually solid, as you see it right there. It stopped the minute you started flickering. That's when it stopped. So the animation is pretty fast, which is really good. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the turn signals. So as well, sequentials, very bright, just like the V2s and the V3s, and they go to the side, which is really good. If you guys notice, it goes all the way to the side, which is really good. This side bar here also wraps around the tail light, which is good, so it gives you visibility. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do brake now, and then we'll do reverse, and we'll wrap this video up. So that was brake. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the lights and then hit brake, which a lot of you always ask me on the other videos, so I'm gonna go ahead and tackle that right here now. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the reverse. This is how the reverse lights look. Looks really nice. They are nice and bright. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull the car forward, hit reverse back with all the lights on so you guys can see, and we'll go ahead and wrap this video up. guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, go ahead and drop them below. Thanks for watching. Boost the Whips. I'm out. As always, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, have a very blessed day.